Give it a second, okay? Also, you guys had to update your writings. Did you get a chance to do that?
No.
No, it's fine. All right. We'll probably do that together, but let's follow this.
Dear mindful learners, we begin the session by gathering our attention and focus through a body scan mindfulness practice. Taking a moment to allow your body to settle into a comfortable position. You may close your eyes or keep them slightly open. Willing the spine to lift, the shoulders to soften, and a slight smile on your face. Take a long breath in through your nose and a slow out breath. Bringing your attention to the passage of air through your nostrils, windpipe, lungs, heart, and tummy. Repeat 3 more times. Now bring your awareness to the top of your body, your head, face, neck, shoulders. Noticing any sensations, movements, any places of holding. Now moving down to the arms and the hands.
Okay. Now I want you to just take a deep breath. So breathe in and out. Okay, great. We have something that we're going to do, and I'll show you what it's called. But before that, a quick recap. So we spoke about equal rights and the Bill of Rights, right? And we spoke about a person whose name was Daniel Inouye, and how, after the attack on Pearl Harbor, there was a lot of discrimination towards the Japanese people, and how Daniel Inouye fought for it, right? So fought for the rights of the Japanese people, right? Today we have a different issue that we're tackling. By looking at the picture, can you tell something?
Yeah,
What does it look like?
Yeah, all right, so he's there with like some 3 other people, and then there's some people there, and then some people recording it, and then I think he's trying to say to not to have equal rights with Japanese people.
Okay, but the thing is, this is not Daniel Inouye. This is a picture from something else, but this is like a press conference addressing the issue. But yes, good. So we're going to just take a look at what we're looking at today. So the issue we're dealing with today is the issue of clean, hygienic water. So what do you think the issue is there, Gautam, of clean, hygienic water?
Don't know.
Okay, so it's basically about the access to free, clean water, free, clean drinking water. Okay, so yeah, maybe we come from very privileged places where water is something that is very easily available, clean water to drink. But some places it's a struggle. We don't get clean drinking water in some communities or some places that you belong to. Depends. So it's a matter of privilege as well. So maybe we don't wake up in the morning and think about, oh my God, I don't have water to drink, but some people might have to do it. So here we're tackling a similar issue, and this is a picture from a press conference where they're addressing that issue. So we'll go about reading the text first, and then we can go from there. So I'll just show you the text. Are you able to see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to read it aloud, okay? You can start reading. A challenge for everybody.
Wait, so let's talk about another guy.
Yeah, this is not another guy. This is another issue we are looking at. So this is different, but again, we were looking at equal rights and all, right? Okay. So yeah, go ahead.
All right, so Diego cleared his throat and shifted uncomfortably in his seat. He glanced at the cameras lining the walls of the room. In 15 minutes, the Bedford City Council meeting would begin, and he would have to speak in front of almost 200 people. Even though he was apprehensive, Diego knew he was making the right decision to speak to the crowd. What had started out as a school project was now going to be broadcast on the 6 o'clock news. Mr. Rasmussen, Diego's science teacher at Bedford Middle School, had recently assigned a research paper about the value of clean water. While other students had focused on drilling new wells in other countries or how to safely filter water after natural disasters, Diego had headed straight to his own backyard. He gathered a sample of water from an outdoor faucet and gave it to a cousin, Sophia, for testing. Sophia was taking a chemistry course at the local community college. She gave the water sample to her professor.
Okay,
Tests
so
showed
what's
that the
happening
water-
till here, Gautam? Just tell me in your
Alright,
own words what's
alright,
happening
so
till here.
alright, so Diego's trying to tell people to how to use clean water.
And what all have happened till now?
So he's trying to make Sophia do an experiment on it.
Okay. Okay, continue.
Can you scroll down? Can you scroll
Yeah.
down?
You can start from here.
Okay. I already read that part.
Yeah, I know. You can just restart from here.
Alright. Diego immediately told Mr. Rasmussen, who informed about the city's health department. The amount of toxins in the water wasn't enough to cause death, but the water is not safe to drink due to the pesticide levels. The health department used
Pesticide. Do we know what pesticides are?
No.
So pesticides are basically used on plants. It's basically chemicals to get rid of pests. Do we know what pests are?
Yeah, like some animals.
Insects, not animals, like the
No,
insects.
I mean bugs, insects.
Yeah, so insects who feed on the crops and all. So that's what is happening right here. So these insects like ruin the crops while you're farming and all. So pesticides are these chemicals which are used on these plants to kill the insects, but sometimes they also react with the plants and the crops. So they might make it bad as well. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. The health department issued an advisory that all Bedford residents should drink and cooked with bottled water only until further notice. The Bedford City Council arranged for an emergency meeting to address the situation. The county, scroll down. Or the Department of
Department.
The Department of Agriculture sprang into action, quickly tracking down the source of the pesticides. Pesticides came from the Van Pelt farm, which has been started 6 months ago just outside the Bedford city limits. Everyone had been so excited to have the farm so close. The farm represented more jobs than fresh, local food, so everyone had been happy about the farm, until now. Diego glanced down at the row of chairs at Mr. Van Pelt. Concern crossed Mr. Van Pelt's face as he flipped through a series of note cards, nervously tapping his foot. Diego had a feeling that this flight could get ugly. Half of the room was filled with farm workers, Chamber of Commerce members, in support with the Van Pelt farm. The other half of the room was
Chamber of Commerce members. Okay, so the Chamber of Commerce, which deals with the commerce, right?
All right. And supporters of the Van Pelt farm. The other half of the room was filled with worried and upset residents who expected a safe water supply. Diego felt he was somewhere in the middle of the battle. He knew that the farm was needed to use pesticides to produce bug-free food on a vast scale. The farm might face a fine, or it could be shut down. But Diego also knew that over time, the pesticides could make the residents of Bedford very sick. The farm had a right to make decisions that would make money. The residents had a right to assume that drinking water was safe. It was a terrible situation all around. Diego's job was to tell the city council exactly how he discovered the problem. Then a health department scientist would speak, and so would Mr. Van Pelt. Afterward, members of the audience could ask questions. Diego took a deep breath as the city council members filled into the room. He was astonished that a simple science assignment had become such a complicated dilemma. He remembered Mr. Rasmussen's advice. No one will blame you for this problem. It's up to the city council to listen to everyone and work toward a fair solution. You can be proud that your discovery will help make Bedford a better place to live.
Okay. So, what is the problem that you're addressing here, Gautam?
So Diego's trying to find out like if he's trying to force people to drink clean water because he's saying don't drink dirty water, it's bad for you, you'll get sick.
And how does he prove that?
By doing a science experiment.
Okay. And what do we have to say about Diego?
He's just trying to make people safe.
So, like, does that tell you anything about him?
Yeah, I think he's like a kind and caring person.
He's like a
caring person. Kind and
caring person. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Fine. So Pradyun is here. Gautam, you're going to tell what happened to Pradyun. What you read to Pradyun.
Wait. Oh, he's here? Okay, I just noticed that right now.
No, he just joined. He just joined.
Okay, also
so
hello.
Pradyun, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think he still has a camera issue. So do you? Oh. Okay,
no,
he's there. Cool. Gautam. Oh wow, you look relieved, Gautam. That's nice. Okay. Can you tell Pradyun what the passage was that you read?
Alright, so it was about this guy named Diego. So he was trying to force people to drink clean water and not dirty water.
Force people to drink clean water.
No,
You
he
should
won't.
drink.
No, okay, no, not force. He was trying to ask people to drink clean water, as he's trying to tell people that dirty water is bad for you. You'll get sick. You can probably die from it. You can.
Okay.
So then to try to prove it. So then since people were like, no, I don't believe that. So then he did an experiment to prove it, and yep, and then he explained the experiment, and then people believed it.
Great. So I'd rather Pradyun read it once quickly so that we can do it together. So Pradyun, can you read?
Diego glanced down the row. Okay. Diego
from here.
Department of Diego cleared his throat and shifted uncomfortably in his seat. He glanced at the cameras lining the walls of the room. In the 15 minutes, the Bedford City Council meeting would begin, and he would have to speak in front of almost 200 people. Even though he was apprehensive, Diego knew he was making the right decision to speak in front of the crowd. What had started out as a school project was now going to be broadcast on the 6 o'clock news. Mr. Rasmussen, Diego's science teacher at Bedford Middle School, had recently assigned a research paper about the value of clean water. While other students had focused on drilling new wells in other countries or how to safely filter water after natural disasters, Diego had headed straight to his own backyard. He gathered a sample of water from an outdoor faucet and gave it to a cousin, Sophia, for testing. Sophia was taking a chemistry course at the local community college, so she gave the water sample to a professional. Test showed that the water was poisoned. Diego immediately told Mr. Rasmussen, who informed the city health department. The amount of toxins in the water wasn't enough to cause death, but the water was not safe to drink due to the pesticide levels. The health department issued an advisory that all Bedford's residents should drink and cook with bottled water only after further notice. The Bedford City Council arranged for an emergency city meeting to address the situation. The county Department of Agriculture sprang into action, quickly tracking down the source of the pesticides. The pesticides came from the Van Pelt farm, which had been started 6 months ago just outside the Bedford city limits. Everyone had been excited to have the farm so close. The farm represented more jobs and fresh local food, so everyone had been happy about the farm until now. Diego glanced down the row of chairs at Mr. Van Pelt. Mr. Van Pelt.
Mhm.
Concern crossed Mr. Van Pelt's face as he flipped through a series of note cards, nervously tapping his foot. Diego had a feeling that this fight could get ugly. Half of the room was filled with farm workers, Chamber of Commerce workers, and supporters of the Van Pelt farm. The other part of the room was filled with worried and upset residents who expected a safe water supply. Diego felt he was somewhere in the middle of the battle. He knew that the farm needed to use pesticides to produce bug-free food on a vast scale. The farm might face a fine, or it could even be shut down. But Diego also knew that over time, the pesticides could make the residents of Bedford really very sick. The farm had a right to make decisions that would make money. The residents had a right to assume their drinking water was safe. It was a terrible situation all around. Diego's job was to tell the city council exactly how he had discovered the problem. Then a health department scientist would speak, and so would Mr. Van Pelt. Afterward, members of the audience could ask questions. Diego took a deep breath as the city council members filed into the room. He was astonished that a simple science assignment had become such a complicated dilemma. He remembered Mr. Rasmussen's advice: "No one will blame me for this problem. It's up to the city council to listen to everyone and work towards a fair solution. You can be proud that your discovery will help make Bedford a better place to live."
Okay, great. Gautam, come back. So I'd asked Gautam what he thinks of Diego and if this tells anything about Diego. So do you have anything to say to that?
Mm.
Gautam, what did you say? What do we know about Diego
I
from
said he
here?
was like trying to care about people because he's trying to warn people to not drink dirty water since it's bad for you.
Yes. Okay, fine. And what does that tell us about him as a person?
It tells like he's a caring person and all because he wants to keep people safe.
And he wants to keep helping people as well, right?
It's a
And
kind
the
and
issue we're
caring
talking
person.
about is clean drinking water. Okay. So that's clear, right, Pradyun?
Huh?
You understand, right? So that's the context that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine. We'll go back. So I have a few questions for you before we get in. Okay, so why do you think this clean drinking water is an issue? Or do you know it's an issue? Both of you?
Yeah.
When I say the issue of clean drinking water, what do I mean from it? Anyone can answer. Pradyun, you can go first.
Issue of clean drinking water. What about it
Yeah.
again? What about it?
Yeah, so when I say there's an issue about clean drinking water, the availability of it, right? So that's what I'm referring to, because not all people are getting it. And this is an example of that, right? So the fact that we don't have to worry about it, it's something that is probably our privilege, but not all places and all people coming from all backgrounds and all over the world, they get clean drinking water. So that's the issue that we are tackling here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we get into the exercise. We'll do, okay, fine. We'll start with Gautam. Gautam, you'll have to match what the word means, right? So what is the first word here?
Apprehensive.
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 Yes,
Apprehensive.
apprehensive. Okay, fine. Do one thing, both of you. I want you to write it down first and then we'll discuss. I want you guys to write down which word, like the word meanings, you have to match them. Okay. So you can just write like 1A, 2D, like whatever matches.
Yeah,
I
I know
want you to
this
put
one.
it.
I know what fine is.
Go get the pen and the paper. Cool.
You know what fine is? Okay, fine, great. All right, let's do like this. should we should you just write it out first and then let's discuss? Gautam, write it down first. Pradyum, write it down as well. You can use the chat.
Yeah.
And then I'll ask both of you. So there's apprehensive. What is the next word?
Toxin. I know. I think it's a poison.
Okay, fine. Go about writing it then. There's apprehensive, toxin, issue, advisory, commerce, vast, fine, dilemma. Okay. So Pradyun, let's go. 1 Pradyun do, number 2 Gautam, 3 Pradyun, 4 Gautam, like that. You can mark it, annotate it on the screen as well.
Well, I already did number 7, so.
Okay, fine. That's all right.
Yes, I know. Does advisory mean business, trade, buying, selling of goods?
Just do it. We will discuss after that.
I can't even understand his.
You can't understand his.
Mhm.
Yeah, Pradyun, number 1, we don't understand if it's going to E or F.
E.
And number 4, we don't understand if it's going to G or H.
H.
Bro, erase it and redo it.
Yeah. Come on, Gautam.
I know what issue is. Hold on. Wait. President, erase your thing. I can't even understand where you're going.
Yeah, Pradyun, can you just erase and like, yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's better. There, much better.
Okay, you're supposed to do advisory as well, right, Gautam?
Yeah, I know.
I think
Finish up
I
yours.
kind of did it.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Do the rest, Gautam.
Yeah.
Issue and commerce.
I think issue, anxious, fear. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. No.
Read.
Okay. I'll think this out.
Okay. So apprehensive is what? If you're apprehensive about something, you're anxious and fearful.
Oh, wait. I know what this is. I know what commerce is.
Okay. And what is left?
Issue.
Okay. So apprehensive is what? Anxious and fearful, right? So when you're apprehensive about a particular thing, that means you're anxious and fearful about that thing. Toxin again is poison. That's great. So what did we discuss? Pesticides, right, Gautam?
Yeah.
So toxins. Issue, give out something official. So to issue a notice. So to give out something official. Advisory is a report that warns or gives information about. Okay, advice. So advisory from there. Commerce, a business, trade, buying and selling of goods. Then there's vast. Vast is huge or large, which you know. Fine, again, we know. Money paid as a punishment. And dilemma is a situation involving difficult choice. So when you're in two minds about a particular thing, that is dilemma, right? Is that okay? What is commerce, Gautam?
Wait, what? Wait,
What is commerce?
commerce? Commerce?
Commerce, yeah. Number 5.
Yeah, it means like that you try to like maybe sell a business, trade, buying.
Commerce is basically buying and selling of goods. That is mostly commerce. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what about apprehensive?
Oh, yeah.
Apprehensive was what? When you're apprehensive about a particular thing, then you are what?
Anxious, fearful.
Yes. Great. Now, what I want you to do is you both have to write 2 new sentences. Okay. Use a word from the word box in each sentence. Okay. So you'll have to write 2 sentences with these words.
Okay, can I like not do that?
Why don't you want to do it? You can make it something.
I already had a class.
Okay, fine. Do it. Then you will do 1. Gautam, let's do 2. Pradyumna will do 1.
Okay.
Write a new sentence from these words. You can send it in the chat. Okay, so David was apprehensive about speaking in front of 900 people. That will sound better.
Yeah, right. I added
Okay.
that, but it didn't show for some reason.
No, that's fine. Okay. Pradyun, maybe come up with a word for with a sentence for dilemma or commerce.
I'll come up with a word for. I'll send it for fine.
Okay. 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 The man was going 15,000 meters per hour. So he had to pay a fine of $1,000. Okay. Can you take up advisory, Gautam?
But I already did 2 sentences.
Okay. Gautam, I'm not getting.
I'm trying to be funny about this since he's going about 15,000 miles per hour.
1 second, guys.
Okay. You want me to do advisory?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so advisory is more like a official notice kind of thing also, right? So we saw it's a report that warns or gives information about. It's more official in kind. Okay. So an advisory might come from the government advisory or like a particular company that there can be an advisory like that. Okay. Maybe think about it. Think about it and we'll come up with something. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is what I want both of you to give me the answers of in the chat, okay? So Gautam, can you read the first question?
Okay. All right. Why was Diego at the Badford City Council meeting? Oh, I know this. All right, this one is so easy.
Okay. To share information about the town's water. Is that right, Pradyun?
Mhm.
Or is it to gather research for a school project? Or to
No,
complain
that's
about
definitely not that.
Okay, fine.
Definitely not for a school project.
So Pradyun, do you agree it's numbers it's C, or do you have a different answer?
Yeah, C.
C, right? Okay. Read the second one, Pradyun.
Diego discovered the water problem when he worked on a science project.
Is that right, Gautam? Diego
Wait, what?
discovered the water problem when he
Worked on a science project.
Yes. Okay. Next. This is what I want you to write, Gautam. Okay. Pradyun, it's 1 second.
I'll do 2 and 4.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay, so Pradyun, can you work on the ones that I sent you then? Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Do you want to like log off and do it?
Yeah.
All right, fine. Do it by tomorrow so that I can do the corrections for you. All right.
Okay.
All right, cool. Bye bye.
Wait, why is he leaving?
He had a class with me, that's why.
And why did he join in the first place then?
He just came here to give you company. That's why.
Okay. All right
Okay.
then.
All right. Okay. Gautam, do you have access to the doc that you and Rush use?
Oh yeah, I still have. Wait, actually, can I have the link to it?
Yeah, I'm sending you a link to it again. Vanilla, you have a class. Okay, I've sent it to you.
Okay. Yep, I have it.
Okay, the first question says, explain how the problem hurts both the town and the Van Pelt farm. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to work on that first. You want me to write the question there? Just scroll down to question 7 that you had done. What do you think is the Universal Declaration of Rights? And then after that, I'm dating this 27/11. You can continue from here.
Okay.
Do you want me to copy the question?
Yeah, put in the questions.
Okay, fine. 1 second. Okay, I've put it. You can start working on it and put the rest. So explain how the problem hurts both the town and the Van Pelt farm. We are talking about the problem of clean water, right? So do that.
Wait, can I have the passage?
You have the passage? Okay,
Yeah, I want
fine.
the passage. Can you paste it in this slide?
No, you read and then you can do it. I've presented it. So if you want me to move from one place, you can tell me. But I want
No,
you to
actually,
read
can you just share? Can you just put it in the? Can I just put it in the chat since it's kind of hard to like write and see your doc at the same time? It's
So do one thing. I'm keeping it here. Take 5 minutes, go through this once more. Just go through whatever, and then you write. Okay. You don't have to copy, right? So whatever you've understood from it, you have to write. So you can just quickly go through the entire thing once.
Okay.
And then
Also, what are
yeah.
we doing after this?
You're not doing anything after this. You're doing the questions, and then I think we have one more thing, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So quickly just go over it.
Why is Vanilla here?
Vanilla is here, I think, to take a class.
Think she's
Vanilla, can you hear us?
I think she's teaching my brothers, or is gonna teach my brothers. I think
8:30, I think.
Wait, is the problem with clean water or the problem with dirty water?
The problem is with dirty water, like accessing clean water. That's what I said, right? So here it's dirty water. So just go through it once, Gautam, quickly. Read it. I'll scroll it down. Just in your mind, just read it, and then you can answer.
That good?
Wait. No, you have to give a little bit context, Gautam. Come on. I know you can do better. That's why I'm saying you can read it.
Look, it's just hard to like read it and like keep coming back at the same time. It's just hard. So can I just have the access to the doc? How does have access to the thing?
I don't think you can have access to the doc. But that's what I'm saying. Now you can quickly read it once. You don't have to necessarily copy it. So whatever you understand from it, right? So do you want me to read it once for you, Gautam?
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
I can, so that you can write better answers, right? Wait, I'll read it for you, okay, once. So it says, I'll read the important part. 1 second. So Diego was making a speech there. So Mr. Rasmussen, Diego's science teacher at Bedford Middle School, had recently assigned a research paper about the value of clean water. And while the other students had focused on drilling new wells in their countries or how to safely filter water after natural disasters, Diego had headed straight to his own backyard. He gathered a sample of water from an outdoor faucet and gave it to a cousin, Sophia, for testing. Sophia was taking chemistry at course. This is fine. The amount of toxins in the water wasn't enough to cause death, but the water was not safe to drink due to the pesticide levels. The health department issued an advisory that all the Bedford residents should drink and cook with bottled water only until further notice. The Bedford City Council arranged for an emergency meeting to address the situation. And then what happened? The county Department of Agriculture sprang into action, quickly tracking down the source of pesticides. Now, the pesticides came from the Van Pelt farm, which had been started 6 months ago, just outside the Bedford city limits. Everyone had been so excited. This is fine. Farm represented more jobs, fresh. And so everyone was very excited about this new farm. So Diego glanced down the row of chairs at Mr. Van Pelt, concern cross Mr. Van Pelt's face as he flipped through a series of note cards, nervously tapping his foot. Diego filled with farm workers, Chamber of Commerce members, and supporters of the Van Pelt farm. The other half of the room was filled. So that is how you realize, right? So the pesticides were coming from the farm. So you can relate that maybe. So the problem of the town, when they were talking about it, that you realize the pesticides were coming from the Van Pelt farm, right? So I'll just hold it here.
Is this much better?
Let me look. They were being I still think you can do better, but okay,
Come
fine.
on.
Go try.
Can I just please have access to the doc? It'll be much easier.
I can't give you access to the doc, so that's why I've put it here. Okay, fine. Let me put the next one.
That's so hard.
It's not. It's really not. It says, how do the residents feel about the problems? How do you know? Okay, let's go back. It says, first you see where the answer is, right? So first the meeting was held in the press conference was going on because of that particular issue, right? So how do you think the residents were feeling? Yes, Gautam?
Okay, wait.
Diego was doing all these things in order to get clean water, but um, the pesticides could make the residents of Bedford very sick, right? So how do you think they were feeling? And then you have to tell us why you think so.